Shalom, Benny.
Shalom.
You know, these days we are celebrating Yom Haatzmaut, but we are also celebrating Yom HAzikaron, וגם כן Yom Hashoa. You are a Ben from a survivor. What does it mean for Israel, first of all, Yom Hashoa, and everything about the Holocaust?
Yeah. Well, I think those really three holidays and 3 dates that you mentioned, Yom HaShoah and Yom HaZikaron and Yom Haatzmaut, can be actually added to Pesach, because Pesach comes from liberty and cherut and things like that. So I think that aside to our day-to-day life, we need to remember the big messages. We came out of Egypt and brought the humanity, a new concept of religion, of passion, of patience, of humanity. We survived the Holocaust, therefore we must always stay strong. This is what Yom HaZikaron reminds us, and Yom Haatzmaut, of course. So we have to stay strong, but we have to stay human. And this combination of strength and humanity and human behavior, I think this is the main message that we as Jews need to take from all those
Do you think this is part of the secret of the power of an army like the IDF, like the Tzahal, the commandment, like a commander? It's one of the things you do.
Yes, absolutely, because you know we Israel cannot afford to lose not even one war. People may have lost wars and then they recover and build their countries, whatever. We cannot afford to lose not even one war. So you know, necessity, the fact that you have no choice always makes you to come up with a solution, whether it's military solution, defense solution. But if you look at Israel, it's also flourishing, because now we have startups and all those things, they come from this culture of the need to find solutions.
You are a military, you are a commander. Everybody thinks about an army, like an army to fight. But you were also in an operation called Solomon.
Yes.
How was that operation? Because it's, like you said, it's about Pesach also. It's like bringing back Jews, like helping people all around the world. What does it mean for you?
Look, I think that
and how was it?
Operation Moses and Operation Solomon, those were the operations that we brought our brother Ethiopian Jews from Sudan and from Ethiopia to Israel, really compare all the Zionist idea of having a Jewish, strong country that is capable of reaching out to those who need help. Whether it's our brother Jews, whether they are, you know, Ethiopians, or if God forbid others have suffered and we can help them. So I think that really Operation Solomon is a unique, because you take people that kept in contact with Judaism for so many years. We went there within, I don't know, 36 hours maybe, we brought more than 14,000.
Yeah.
It was very exciting. You know, during the operation, you are busy doing what you have to do, to secure the buses, to travel from point A to point B, to load them on the plane, so you don't really have too much time to think of what is it that you're actually doing. But here and there, you take a moment. For example, I asked myself, if we would have this capability 60 years ahead, could we avoid what happened to the Jews in Europe or in other places? So it meant a lot, definitely.
Now that you see these things, you say it now, what could happen in the Holocaust if it was Israel, or this capability to save the Jews, to have somebody to say, go bring them, take them out, and you know that now it's raising anti-Semitism in many places, in many countries. Are you thinking that it will be necessary an Operation Solomon or something like that, or the intervention of Israel to help Jews outside in a case of anti-Semitism?
Well, you know,
how do you see it now?
Yeah, I see what you mean, but it's really, if you look at it in a more realistic way,
Yes.
it needs to be a combination of the Israeli option, because Israel is there, it's strong, by law, any Jewish people, any Jewish guy, woman or man can come and become a citizen in Israel. So he has the option. But he also needs to fulfill the option on his side. He cannot just sit somewhere, do nothing, and wait for something to come and help him. So if Jews feel they uncomfortable in the place they are, I suggest first of all that they will be strong as a community, but then they are more than welcome to come to Israel. And if God forbid emergencies happen in different places, then Israel can try and do it best.
Like a military and being part of Israel, what do you think it has to be the relation between diaspora, the Jews outside Israel, and Israel, both ways? Because some say Israel doesn't need us anymore, and the other one says maybe I don't need the diaspora. It has to be a combination. What does it have to happen between them?
I think the bonds between the diaspora and Israel is as important as they used to be before. Now, maybe it's a little bit different because Israel is a strong country and not always we need the economical support, but we definitely cherish it. But this partnership between Jewish communities and the state of Israel, cultural, economical, business-wise, service, so many Jewish boys and girls coming to serve in the IDF from different countries as lone soldiers, and really Israel, it's our country. It's the Israelis' country, but it's the Jewish community's countries. And those bonds and those relations are very important, and I believe that we are very strong in Israel, and those ties that we have with Jewish communities in the different places in the diaspora are very important for us, and I would not give up on them.